We went to an amazing restaurant in the hills of Pescia.
Hey Rob, how do you feel about this move?
We ended up having to wait a few days. We're so happy that this can be his forever home too. Welcome back to our renovation in Tuscany. If it's your first time joining us, take a look inside our villa and explore our previous videos at the top right. Let's dive into life here in Tuscany this past week. We finished up the rest of our packing at our rental apartment to get ready for the movers. After all that we had accomplished in this past week, we wanted to treat ourselves to a nice Tuscan dinner and say goodbye to our small town. We went to an amazing restaurant in the hills of Pescia, only a 10-minute drive from our rental apartment. They served us delicious, flaky, hot scacciata to start, and we ordered a fixed menu that came with a variety of crostini, a primo, and most importantly, a large bistecca fiorentina to share with beans, fried artichokes, and sautéed greens. It was the perfect way to say goodbye to our small town. Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful week. Rooney's here joining us again today. This is his absolute favorite room in the villa since it gets the most sunlight. We officially moved in and we focused on getting all of the big items from our apartment into the villa. We spent an entire day trying to get everything situated and getting everything in its proper place.
Hey Rob, how do you feel about this move? Tutto bene?
Yeah. Really?
Thankfully, when we moved in, we did have running water. So as you saw last week, we didn't have a functioning bathroom whatsoever. All of the sanitary items needed to be replaced because they were so old. So we went and shopped for those items and made sure they were something that we could reuse later in the basement. Unfortunately, we didn't have a usable bathroom when we moved in, which was a big problem. But luckily, we have some friends nearby who let us use their shower. Thanks so much, Marin and Dennis, for your amazing hospitality and serving up much needed coffee. There was some miscommunication between the contractor and the construction company. They didn't have the dates correct. There was no way for us to go back to our old apartment to be able to sleep because we didn't have anything in that apartment. We ended up having to wait a few days for all of the things that we needed in the bathroom. But the wonderful thing is the construction team here is so wonderful. The men are so nice and they saw that we were in a bit of a jam and they did their very best to get everything done. Within the first day, we had a toilet and a bidet. We ended up using that bidet as a sink for the time being. It had never been used as a bidet, so don't worry. Then the day after that, he started focusing on making sure that we had a sink and hot water, and also started building the shower. Unfortunately, we needed 24 hours for everything to dry for us to be able to use the shower, but like I said, we were able to call on our friends and they let us shower at their place, and we were so fortunate to have them. After the shower was built, they applied 2 coats of sealer to the inside walls of the shower in order to prevent the cement blocks from getting saturated with water. We waited overnight to allow for everything to dry, and then we were able to finally shower in our home. All of the new temporary pipes needed to be external for now, but once we redo this bathroom, all of the tubes will be internal. So this week, we also focused on building and finishing our kitchen. It's just a small kitchen that uses basic materials, but it totally works. Unfortunately, the sink that existed in that small kitchen didn't work whatsoever. So we asked our friend to put in a little spot for a sink on the countertop, and that was a much easier solution. Since the kitchen is side by side with the bathroom, the construction team was able just to make sure that the drain kind of went to the bathroom as well. It was a lot easier than I had imagined. The only thing is we're still waiting on the electrician to come in order to be able to use the stovetop and the oven at the same time. The electrical situation is not the best. We're kind of scared of running multiple things at once. For now, we're just sticking to running one appliance at a time. I've been becoming friends with the construction workers since I've been seeing them over the past couple of weeks. And they're really great guys, and they really helped us out during this entire time that was totally stressful, really difficult. But the guys were amazing in trying to make sure that everything got done and so that we could be as comfortable as possible. So I wanted to make sure that they were also comfortable. I'm making sure that they have plenty of water whenever they need it, and also coffee and cookies whenever they have a little break. I feel like it's the little things that really matter. Luckily, Rooney hasn't had such a difficult time settling in. He's been really happy. He doesn't quite know what's going on. I think that he thinks we're on vacation, but it'll probably take a couple of weeks for everything to settle in and he'll know all the ins and outs of the house. We're so happy that this can be his forever home too. He's really enjoying having more space than in our small apartment. We're all settling into our new space and trying our best to take it one day at a time, as we still have full work days in addition to all of the chaos that comes with renovating. We'll see you next week, guys. Next week, we're breaking down the walls and the workers are concentrating on renovating the bottom floor. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell to find out what unfolds next week.